My name is Matt Schulz. I was born in Australia in a small city called Wagga Wagga. I came here after I had a novel published and I had a bit of money and I wanted to live in Europe. I went to Paris and Prague first of all, then ended up in Krakow and immediately fell in love with the city. It was mid-90s, so it was a city that was in a process of transformation and quite raw in many ways, and there was a real energy here. It was a fascinating place to live and quite exciting and inspiring. I still like living in Krakow. It's obviously changed a lot. There's been a process of development in ways that are good and bad. Gentrification. The city itself is, it's far more developed than it was in the mid-90s. It's more livable, easier to live in some ways, although I must say there are a few things I miss from that time in the 90s and I have a nostalgia for when I'm wandering around the city. I'm the artistic director of Unsound Festival. It's the 20th edition this year. It's a festival of electronic and experimental music, adventurous music. I started it with an American friend back in 2002. It was a very small underground festival, very local, taking place in little bars in the old town, and over the years it's developed and it's gotten bigger, and we have a team putting together the festival now, and it takes place over 8 days in Krakow in different venues throughout the city. We use a lot of adapted spaces, so post-industrial spaces, sacral spaces like the 19th century temple synagogue here in Kazimierz. Hotel Forum, we set up the festival there after a 10-year kind of absence of anything going on in that space. So we really make the festival part of the city. It's like if you come here as a visitor and you're moving through the festival, you're also moving through the city and its history. It's like visiting Krakow as well as experiencing the music. In terms of events in the Krakow cultural calendar, top of the list is Unsound Festival. Obviously, I think everyone should come to Unsound at least once in their lives. But apart from that, there's so much going on in Krakow all year in terms of festivals. There's around the same time as Unsound, there's Pewnym, which is a contemporary music festival. There's Patch Lab, which is a media art festival. They're both great, fantastic film festivals. The Krakow Film Festival is wonderful. Off Camera is also great. I could go on. There's a long list of events happening here as well as concerts. Although I think that it would be great if there were a few more clubs and independent spaces in the city, and hopefully they will return, because when I first moved here there were more spaces like that for sure.